Hello, dear beloveds. So gorgeous to be with you on this Meditation Monday. I love this theme day, and I realized that I had been a little bit slack and haven't actually shown up to offer or do anything live on this particular day in a really long time. And so today I thought I would give it over to you and let you tell me what it is that you're most yearning for, what your soul needs. And we have two winners. So I counted everything out. I can show you my counting on my piece of paper there. And our clear winners are A and B, which is the client attraction meditation, which some of you will know, you will have done that. There is a recording available of it on YouTube, as well as meeting yourself as God. Because we have equal votes for each, I decided, they got 11 each, which is also a really good auspicious number. I decided that the very best thing that we could do was to gather together to bring both of these together into one experience. So we're going to go together into meditation to meet ourselves as God, and of course from that expanded place then we will be able to draw in all of the clients that are waiting to work with us. And that of course is the magic formula, that once we remember what we truly are, once we change our mind about ourselves and we become wedded to right perception and we sit with our own God nature, then really we can do anything. There's really nothing that we would ever need to try to create at all. So we're going to go on this journey together now. I would love for those of you who can join me to come into the experience. And of course, if you do need to watch this back later, no problem at all, because there's no time and space at the quantum level. And that's of course the level that we're going to be working at, is quantum. We're not thinking like human beings. We're not wedded to form. We're going into our true state, which is paradoxically out of ordinary waking consciousness, and we're going to move into the place where we truly create reality from. So are we ready to jump in? Should we do this? All right, so I'm going to invite you to close down your eyes. I'll keep my eyes open just for a few minutes or a few moments, just to make sure everybody's sort of settling in. So I'm going to invite you to deepen your breath, just extending the inhalation and the exhalation. Just letting yourself become fully present. Perhaps for the first time today, consciously choosing to slow down. And in closing down our eyes and deepening our breath, we already begin to signify to our nervous system that we're very safe. And as we continue this, we move out of the incoherent beta brainwave state and we begin to slow down. And as we slow down, we expand. We move into the alpha brainwave state just by becoming conscious and present, noticing whatever is going on with your body, settling even more deeply into your seat, dropping your shoulders, loosening your jaw, and taking a deep breath in now, holding it at the top of the inhalation, and then exhaling out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Letting go of all the effort, all the effort required to bring you to this point in your day. We're going to begin, as we begin all meditation, with a practice that is the lubricant for meditation. Taking two fingers to the center of your chest now. And that touch signifying to your consciousness that this is the center from which you will now be operating, your heart's intuitive intelligence. And even with that touch, you begin to feel a sense of expansion. The electromagnetic field surrounding your heart, expanding just by being acknowledged, just by slowing down your actions and your breath, just by withdrawing your attention from the superficial world by closing your eyes. You have already powerfully attuned to your mystic. She does not reside in the busy doing of the world. She inhabits the interior castle of your soul. And through this gateway, this portal, we're going to enter now into the cathedral of our heart. And I want you to see yourself as though you're standing before a doorway, an entry into the cathedral of your heart. And this doorway may be grand, vast, 10 feet tall, or it might be a little secret door, it might be a gate, or even a curtain. Let your beautiful mind show you what the portal, the entryway into your heart looks like. And the cathedral, of course, may be pure light. It might be ancient stone. It might be a forest, a cathedral of trees. It might be a pyramid. Don't hesitate to follow your imagination, which is the bridge between intuition and matter, between energy and form. And now knock on the door to the cathedral of your heart. And notice that that doorway opens effortlessly before you now. For you have signaled your intention to go deeper. And walk through that doorway, emerging into this most holy of spaces. And here you find that you are weightless. There is nothing burdening you here, nothing dense or troubling. The temperature is perfect for you. The scent in the air is your favorite smell. Your body feels energized, alert, in the most relaxed of ways. You are opening wider, expanding as you move further and further into the cathedral of your heart. Perhaps you notice now that your body is beginning to lose its boundaries. You become formless as you merge with the frequency of your sacred heart. No longer are you wedded to your personal identity. You simply begin to dissolve into your holiness. Letting go of all attachment to the level of form. And you notice that the cathedral of your heart has no upper limit. There's no ceiling on this holy space. And your weightless, formless, pure consciousness state begins to rise higher and higher. And all the time expanding wider and wider. You have not left the cathedral of your heart. You have simply blown it wide open in the most glorious way. And you keep on expanding higher and wider. Until you notice that your consciousness, the cathedral of your heart, encompasses the entire cosmos. You are nothing. You are everything. And in this most peaceful of paradoxes, you meet yourself as God. There's no resistance here, no yearning, no striving, only total and radical acceptance of the inevitable truth that you have created everything you inhabit. And with that thought, you notice now a speck of light in the distance, calling you to it. Irresistible, magnetic. Like a moth to the flame, you move closer and closer. Your infinite, unlimited, formless state beginning to take on focus. What will you do now with this truth that you create reality? And the light, that speck of light, gets bigger and bigger until you notice the beautiful blues and greens of Mother Earth. You are still truly vast. And as you get closer, you wrap your consciousness like an unending ripple, a wave around the entire planet. And you feel yourself holding her in the vessel of your consciousness, creating everything. And as you look at Mama Gaia, held in your embrace, you feel the deep yearning to serve, to alleviate suffering, to accelerate awakening in all those that are still deeply immersed in the dream. And you call them now. You call them in. You feel the energy rippling out from your heart, the cathedral of your heart, holding the entire planet. And you ask now that all those who you agreed to serve before you even came into this little life should find you now with ease and grace. All those who have been waiting for you to remember who you are so that they may find you, be activated now, so that you are drawn together irresistibly, effortlessly, to fulfill your destiny. No effort required. And you see lights going on all over the globe as those that you are calling in, remember, are activated by your prayer. Begin to seek you and find you. So that the prophecy may be fulfilled. And you hold your vibration at this frequency every day, so that the pulse that you are emitting does not fade, does not get lost in the noise and chaos of life, does not get buried by the fear that it is louder than all the things that should keep the two of you apart. And now notice that the entire planet inside your energy field begins to shrink in size, getting smaller and smaller and smaller, until it's a tiny sphere in the palm of your hand, and you pop it into your heart, the cathedral of your heart. And you place your left palm over your heart center now, and then the right on top of that. And you feel your deep devotion to serving the consciousness of this planet. And you hold it in your heart above all else. And you feel your love growing and expanding, your power to serve exponentially increasing with every breath. Keeping this precious treasure at the center of your being with your unwavering devotion. Dear God, increase my power to serve. And feel that prayer answered in every cell of your being. And know the truth of it, for it is right and it is good. And it is what you are here to do. Now placing your hands in your lap. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth with an audible sigh. When you're ready, bringing some gentle movement back to your body and blinking open your eyes. That was pretty great. Thank you for joining me. I would love to hear about your experience of that. That was one of my new favorites, I think, and certainly an unexpected journey, but perfect. So if you want to share with us anything about that experience, I would love for you to do that and to take that energy forward into your day or your evening, and to never forget that truth. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to keep hanging out here, really. That was pretty amazing. And I hope it answered both A and B, to attract more clients to you and to go meet yourself as God, which, as Susan Young quite beautifully articulated, you can't really do the first until you've done the second. So yes, it was perfect that we had equal votes for those ones. Hannah says, so perfect. Was just thinking about that client meditation this morning and I just tuned in at the right time. Yes, you did. Sam says, that was beautiful. Eileen says, thank you, Ricci-Jane. It was wonderful. Feel very centered and peaceful. I have to go do it again. Yes, maybe that's one that I'll need to upload. Well, we'll upload that so that you can do it as well. And yes, and see too. I mean, how could we do that without raising our vibe? I do like it when people can see through my ruse that you actually can't do any of this without doing all of it. So yes, thank you to my clever priestesses for calling me out. Okay, all right. I think I might go and have a bath now and bask in that. Bridget says, my children wouldn't take the barking dog out, but loved what I did get to do. Yes, you can come back and do some more in a little while. I'm sure that there's some people who did miss out on that. The time of day is a little bit awkward for some people, but yeah, please do that as many times as you feel to, because I don't think you can enter into the cathedral of your heart too frequently. And I think that I just I think I'm right when I say that that idea of the Cathedral of the Heart comes from Megan Watterson. I may be getting that wrong, but I actually think that that's right. Lots of love to you too, darling Hannah. And it's an image and an idea that's really captured my soul, but it's very important that we don't sort of become too literal, which is what we can be prone to do, but actually to see what is your cathedral like. How does it show up for you? Is it a cathedral of trees? You know, that image of a cathedral of trees. I mean, if you're from the southwest of WA, I think you even have like a cathedral of trees somewhere. And when Lisa Smith and I were in Vancouver Island, we literally got taken to the cathedral forest and got to experience what it was like to be in a cathedral of trees. So let your imagination, which is the fourth dimension, that portal between pure energy and form, show you what's there, and trust that, because that's how we start trusting our intuition, because the imagination is not a happy accident. It is actually that gateway to our creative power. And so letting yourself really enjoy what your imagination shows you about the cathedral of your heart. I'm pretty traditional. Mine is a literal cathedral, often quite like Notre Dame or something, and it feels quite ancient and amazing. But it could equally be a temple of light. It could just be completely formless. So yes, please make sure that if anyone wants to tell me what their cathedral of their heart looks like, I would love to know, because I think that's such a powerful image, and it really does ground us into this as the center of our power, and that's the key to everything. Anyone want to tell me about the cathedral of their heart? All right. Well, if you feel like adding it as a comment, I know it might take a little while to write it, then please do. As I say, I'm just happy hanging out here. I'm so blissed out right now. I feel like I don't need to hurry off anywhere and do anything. It feels just really lovely to hang out here with you in the cathedral of my heart. And share anything about that experience that you feel that you would like to, and we can, keep going. I would love to encourage anyone who wants to come in on a Monday and guide us through a meditation. And I think that's a really beautiful gift to offer and to be able to experience. Bridget says hers was grand and tall. Yes, mine's a bit grand and tall like that as well. All right, beautiful people, thank you so much for being here today. And tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. AST, nice and early for you in WA, we have Group Intention Tuesday. So please do join us. Remember, the power of Group Intention Tuesday is not for the recipient, it's in giving that we receive. And so the more of us who show up on behalf of others, the more powerful that process is for the recipient. But we're really doing what we're here to do, which is to give, not to head out and just do what we need to do and try and make everything better for ourselves, but actually to show up in devotion to another and to put our own desires and yearnings down for a little while and truly to give in a way that is without expectation of anything in return. And yet, of course, the science, the law, we know how it works, that when you give, you receive. So if there's something you're trying to achieve right now, the best thing you can do is, as Lynn McTaggart says, get off of yourself and come on over and start giving to our recipient for Group Intention Tuesday. Mwah. Have a beautiful evening or morning or afternoon. So much love to you. Bye.